Hola Unconventionals! I'm Amelia.
And I'm JP.
And we're sharing our unconventional life with you from Ecuador. And we finally made it to Manta! Woohoo!
Manta is located about 2.5 hours north of Olón along the coastal highway. And it's very popular with expats. It's one of the fastest growing cities in Ecuador.
Yes, so we spent a long weekend getting our first look of Manta. And in this video, we're going to share some of the sights and discuss why Manta, Ecuador was not what we expected. Before we show you our very first ever Manta video, if you're new to our channel and you're thinking of visiting or moving to Ecuador, hit the subscribe button, ring the bell please, because we show you what it's really like to live in Ecuador.
Also, every Friday I send out a newsletter from our new website, liveabroadnow.com. It's got expat relevant news in English, usually some story that's been in the news during the week. So if you'd like to get that newsletter, I'll put a link in the description so you can go sign up. You can opt in now, and you even get access to our cost of living and moving to Ecuador calculator. Okay, a few facts about Manta. It's a city of about 250,000 people. It's also one of Ecuador's largest port cities, and cruise ships stop there.
In April 2016, there was a big 7.8 magnitude earthquake, and it really caused a lot of damage, especially in the older areas. But there's been a lot of redevelopment since then.
We stayed in a popular tourist area by La Playa El Murciélago and the port. It's kind of by Mall del Pacifico. And we know there's a lot more to explore in Manta. We're already planning a trip back there so we can show you more of the city. This is just a small part of it.
Yeah, so we're going to start by showing you the beach, and then we'll be back to discuss why Manta, Ecuador was not what we expected.
When we wake, hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side our fears are done. All the good times just begun. We know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is bright. Oh, you and I, we got it. Oh, we don't need no sleep. Hear the crickets, see the moon. Side by side and through. No limit to what we can do. Oh, we know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is bright.
I heard it's windy here, but is it always this windy?
You and I, we got it. We don't need no more. Even in the hard time, you and I can weather any storm.
The first thing that wasn't quite what we expected was the beach. It's definitely a lot different than the beach here in Olón and in Salinas.
Yes, although you think we would know that by now, because every time we go to a beach area, it is different.
Yeah, every time we go anywhere in this country, it's so dramatically different than the last area. So we should be used to that by now.
Yes.
So the beach in Manta, where we were, was a lot more narrow and also a lot rockier than we're used to. Although the rocks do kind of come and go throughout the seasons. Not sure how or why that happens, but we witnessed it on multiple beaches here.
Yes, we have. And I was surprised to see surfers. I guess I didn't realize that there was surfing in that area.
Yeah, the waves break a lot closer to the shore in Manta, so there wasn't much of a way for the surfers to ride, maybe 20, 30 feet. Here in Olón, when there's high tide, you can ride a wave for about 100 yards.
We also didn't expect all of the COVID protocols that are in place.
Yeah, when we travel to other cities along the coast here, there's not a lot of precautions being taken anymore, but Manta's a lot more like Guayaquil, lots of precautions being taken.
Yeah, they close the beaches at 3 p.m. and they have a mask mandate, which I think all the major cities have that. And they were being very restrictive about people going into the stores. We saw people waiting in line. There's no alcohol sales at all on the weekends, so Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, nada.
So plan ahead.
And that includes restaurants.
Yeah, even the restaurants refuse to serve us Beano.
Politely, of course.
Yes, they were so very nice about it, but that is the law, and everyone seems to be obeying the protocols in Manta.
The area we were in was very clean and quiet.
Yeah.
Tranquilo.
Muy tranquilo. Much quieter than we were expecting. On the way up to Manta from Olón, we saw a lot of plastic pollution in the small comunas along the highway. It's really disappointing, but Manta is super clean. We didn't see hardly any trash on the streets. And the beach was really clean. They do a lot of work to keep the city clean of trash.
Yeah, we were very impressed, and like we said, it was quieter. We're used to hearing more loud noise on the beaches, and I think I saw one person with a speaker.
Yeah, the buses are also quieter. I think they've already invested in some of the low emission diesel engines because they're a lot quieter than the blue puffer buses were in Cuenca. So that was another thing that just wasn't as loud as we were expecting.
Another thing we didn't expect is how active everyone is, and that the city is really set up for all that activity.
Yeah, there are bike lanes all over the city, miles and miles of it. We even saw a biking race while we were there. The beach has exercise equipment that was being actively used, and people doing gymnastics on the beach. It was really cool to see. And there were several volleyball nets set up and people playing volleyball. And of course, what beach in Ecuador would be incomplete without a soccer field. There's a couple different soccer fields. There's even one stadium soccer field on the beach.
Yeah, it was pretty awesome. So after we left the beach, we took a walk over past the port and found a really lovely park with iguanas. You know, I love iguanas.
Y Marte me espera mientras rodea. Nada me rompe, no, no, nada me rompe. Tantas estrellas brillan, quiero un carro que corra más. Traigo un fin y después fumo un cabo de cigarette. Me pierdo en la ciudad, ha llegado mi tiempo ya. Voy a vivir porque si yo no soy yo, pues ¿quién? Todos caen a mi lado, los frenos los arranqué. Me siento feliz porque vivo mi vida centrado. Te burlaste de mí, se acabó. Trata de festejar, celebramos el bienestar. Tantas estrellas brillan, quiero un carro que corra más. Nada me rompe, no, no, nada me rompe. Trata de festejar, celebramos el bienestar. Tantas estrellas brillan, y Marte me espera mientras rodea. Nada me rompe, no, no, nada me rompe. Quiero un carro que corra más. A veces yo soy yo voy a ser otro yo. A veces yo soy yo voy a ser otro yo. Los frenos los arranqué, el riesgo me cae bien. Los frenos los arranqué, el riesgo me cae bien. A veces yo soy yo voy a ser otro yo. A veces yo soy yo voy a ser otro yo. Los frenos los arranqué, el riesgo me cae bien. Los frenos los arranqué, el riesgo me cae bien. Trata de festejar, celebramos el bienestar. Tantas estrellas brillan, quiero un carro que corra más. Nada me rompe, no, no, nada me rompe. Trata de festejar, celebramos el bienestar. Tantas estrellas brillan, y Marte me espera mientras rodea. Nada me rompe, no, no, nada nada me rompe.
Another thing we didn't really expect is how walkable the
Yeah.
city is. They have lots of wide sidewalks with pedestrian overpasses and crosswalks, and people stopped for us.
Yeah, and I was impressed by how wheelchair accessible everything is. So they had the sidewalk ramps, and there was even ramps to
Get
what do
down
you call
to the
it?
beach.
Boardwalk
Yeah.
ramps?
Yeah, wheelchair boardwalks
Yes.
that went all the way down to the beach.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Another thing we weren't expecting is how developed that area of the city was. There is some really nice condos right on the beach, and we're really hoping to take a look at those next time we go back.
Yep, and I think the Molly Cone is newer. It was very nice, and I liked it because it was set far enough away from the beach, so you had a lot of separation going on. So it was, and again, it wasn't as noisy.
Yeah, there were lots of shops and restaurants on the Molly Cone area, and people out asking us to come eat their delicious food, the best there. Every one of them is the best food.
Yes, that was funny.
It's also right by Mall del Pacifico, which is a super nice mall. Man, it was beautiful. It was all decked out for the holidays, and all the popular stores that you would recognize. It's really a cool looking mall.
Yes, and there's a Mega Maxi.
It's like a super Walmart. We've shown those before, like
Yes.
the one in Guayaquil. They all look pretty much the same, although this one was flipped, reversed.
Yes, it was.
Like, why do they do that? Because then I go in, I'm like, this is completely backwards. And then we went to the Mega Kiwi. The first time I've been in a Mega Kiwi since we've been here. It's like a Home Depot.
Only on steroids. This was, oh my gosh, it was so fancy. They had some really nice things in there. It
Yeah.
was like the most beautiful Home Depot I've ever seen.
Yeah, it was. I love their bathtubs. Amelia, I tried to get her to model, but she wouldn't climb in. But a lot of people have been asking about generators, and they had a whole line of generators for sale, ranging from like $400 to $700. So you can get generators if you need one. Although we really do not lose power that often
No,
here.
we
It's
don't.
usually kind of a scheduled maintenance thing when it does go out.
It is a tourist area, and there are a lot of nice hotels. We stayed at Hotel Oro Verde, which is an Ecuadorian 5-star chain.
Yes, it's one of the nicest hotels we've ever stayed at. It was beautiful. We had amazing ocean views. The pools were beautiful, and we were the only gringos there. There was a lot of Ecuadorian families. There was a graduation party, a baby shower. I mean, it was really neat to be there, and no one spoke English.
I know, that was really nice.
The hotel manager spoke pretty good English, and he was really nice. All of the staff was just incredible.
Yeah, the food was amazing too.
Yeah, huge thanks to our friends Ryan and Tiffany Kelly at Ecuador Shores Realty for getting us a discount on the stay. They're friends with the manager. We're going to be featuring them in a future video, so stay tuned for that.
Another thing we weren't expecting was that there weren't as many options for people with special dietary requirements.
Yeah, we didn't see a lot of specialty food items on menus or specialty food restaurants, so we didn't see a lot of gluten-free options, vegetarian, vegan. Definitely not easy to eat there if you have a special diet.
Yeah, at least not in the area we were in, but we will investigate further. And
Yeah.
the worst thing, no Indian food.
No, there's a huge gaping hole in the market. It needs an Indian restaurant in it.
Like ASAP.
Yes. There are a lot of fast food joints, though. All of the ones you would see in the States, like KFC, Papa John's. I mean, it's very disappointing to see for us because we don't eat that type of food. And I don't know. It is what it is. It's one of America's exports.
Yep, and there is, of course, the seafood, because it is
Yep.
right there on a port where fishing is a big part of the industry.
Yeah, a lot of restaurants serve the exact same menus, but all of them right next to each other. It's pretty much chicken and seafood was what's the main fare in the area.
We really enjoyed our long weekend in Manta, and I am super excited to go back and explore the surrounding area and more Manta, the whole kit and caboodle.
The whole shebang?
Yes.
Yeah, me too. I'm really excited about that. All right, guys, I think that's all we have for this video. If you enjoyed it or found the information helpful or like seeing the sights of Manta, leave us a like, please.
Yes,
That always
please.
makes us smile.
We hope you have an unconventional day, and we will see you all in our next video.
Ciao.
Ciao!